Hello viewers, welcome to our channel Universe Revealed. Our today's episode is about Hollow Earth and Agartha second part. There are three witnesses which is always referred as the visitors of the subterranean civilization. They are Richard E. Byrd, Dr. Nephi Cotton's patient, and the sailor Olaf Jensen and his father. The story of Admiral Richard E. Byrd we have already mentioned in one of our episodes Atlantis Part 3, the Antarctic. So I'm going to skip his story in this episode. If you haven't had a chance to watch that episode, please don't forget to check that out. From 1908, Michael Burton's book Rainbow City and the Inner Earth People relates testimony of Dr. Nephi Livesey Cotton from Los Angeles, who tells about one of his chiropractic patients of Norwegian descent who allegedly found his way through the North Pole opening with his friend in a sailboat equipped with engine. About a month they had traveled far into the north, beyond the pole, and got into a strange new country. The weather over there was warm. Suddenly, ahead of the warm open sea, they found themselves sailing into a vast canyon, leading to the interior of the earth, and the sun was shining inside earth. The ocean which had carried them into the hollow interior of the earth gradually became a river. Later, they came to realize that this river led them through the inner surface of the world from one end to another. It can take you, if you follow it long enough, from the North Pole through to the South Pole. They sailed farther into this fantastic country. Everything was huge in size. They were dwelling in homes and towns, just as we do. They had many fantasy stuff that we don't have even today. They used a type of electrical conveyance, like a monorail car, to transport people. It ran along the river's edge from town to town. Several of the inner earth inhabitants were huge giants. They detected their boat on the river and were quite amazed. However, they were quite friendly. Him and his friends stayed inside the inner earth for around 1 year, enjoying their companionship as much as they enjoyed knowing about human on surface. He observed many strange and unusual things during his visit to these remarkable people and were continually amazed at their scientific progress and inventions. They also courteously offered their protection while him and his friend returned. Another different witness about the visit to the Hollow Earth was cited by another Norwegian sailor, Olaf Jensen, and was recorded in a book called The Smoky God, written by Willis George Emerson in 1960. The term Smoky God refers to the central sun in the hollow interior of Earth, which is smaller and less brilliant than our. Guys, let me digress for a second. Do you think the same as I think? That if they were higher in technology than us, could this sun was something that they were made it? Same as China making now. The sun that was created by nuclear fusion as a real intention. That's why nuclear was invented. Is it possible that when they desired to move down there, they had known that all the lives need sun? Let's get back to the story of Jensen. Emerson wrote that Jensen had lived in various settlements of inner earth for 2 years. These people were 8 to 12 feet tall. Their world was dimly lit with the sun in the center. He also said that the inner earth consists of a central government located at inner continent and many satellite cities under the Earth's crust. Some of their entrances are within the mountain that we can see but we cannot reach. How did he get over there? He and his father sailed to North Pole and had passed through the gate that leads into the kingdom of inner earth people. They are amazingly beautiful and friendly. He spent time over there with his father, around 2 years, and upon returning through the South Pole opening, unlucky, his father lost his life when an iceberg hit and destroyed the boat. Jensen was rescued, and when he told his incredible story, sadly he was placed into an asylum because no one would believe him. After being released, he was spending 26 years as a fisherman before moved to United States. In his 90s, he befriended with Emerson and told him his story. On his deathbed, he also gave Emerson the map that he had made of the interior of Earth and the manuscript of his experiences. In the book, said that the people of inner Earth live from 400 to 800 years long and are highly advanced in science. They can transmit their thoughts from one to another by certain types of radiations and have sources of power greater than our electricity. They are the creators of flying saucer, which are operated by this superior power, drawn from the electromagnetism of the atmosphere. Why did they choose to live underground? Consider the magnitude of the geological earth changes that have swept the surface over the past 100,000 years. Consider the length Atlantean and Lemurians war, and the power of thermonuclear weaponry that eventually sank and destroyed these two highly advanced civilizations. The Sahara, the Gobi, the Australian outback are few examples of the devastation result. The sub-cities were created as refuges for the mankind and as havens for sacred records teaching technologies that were cherished by the ancient cultures. The entrance to the subterranean earth. There are many entrances to the subterranean kingdoms, many points around the world. For example, Kentucky, Mammoth Cave in Kentucky, USA. Mount Shasta in California. It is said that the city of Telos of the Agarthian was located within these mountains. Mato Grosso in Brazil. It is believed Pasite city was located beneath it. Iguazu Falls on the border between Brazil and Argentina. The Himalayas in Tibet. It's the entrance to the city of Shanxi. Mongolia. It is said that Xinhua city is located under China's border within Mongolia. Rama, Jaipur, India. Deep underground is the city of Rama. Pyramid of Giza, Egypt. North Pole and South Pole. Bermuda Triangle. Russia and Africa. Now that we have talked about the entrances to under Earth's kingdom, let's talk about few capital cities from the network of underground Earth. Who lives and occupy there? Pasite. The city is occupied by primary Atlantean outpost, located beneath the Mato Grosso plains of Brazil. Population 1.3 million. Shanxi, occupied by the refugees of the Uyghur culture, a branch of Lemurians who chose to form their own colonies 50,000 years ago. The entrance guarded by Himalayan llama. Population 3.4 million. Rama, remnant of the surface city of Rama, India, located near Jaipur. Population 1 million. Xinhua, remnant of the northern migration of the Uyghur, located on the border of Mongolia and China, with a small secondary city in Mount Lassen, California. Population 1.5 million, and so on. Before finishing today's episode, we shouldn't miss to talk about one small yet big evidence from the Hollow Earth's theory. In 1846, what's believed to be a key evidence for the existence of a hollow earth was the discovery of an extinct frozen woolly mammoth in Siberia, discovered by Marshall Gardner. Marshall agreed with the theory that within the world there is another sun, and also believed that the mammoth he discovered were neither from the past nor from the ancient time. Because of the perfect condition of the remainings, it was believed that it was dead not long ago. Mammoth was supposed to extinct around 20,000 years ago, but after checking the cell and DNA of the mammoth, they found that it wasn't as old as it was supposed to be. He believed that the animal from ancient time lived and wandered freely in the interior of the earth. This one had wandered outside by using the hole at the North Pole, then got frozen and carried away to Siberia by ice flow. Such discovery happened 3 times, where humans discovered young frozen mammoth. That's all for today's episode. If you like the content, please like and share. Your kind gesture will always inspire us to carry on. Subscribe and click the bell notification icon below so you don't miss our new episodes. Thank you so much for being with us.